Welcome back to Terrible at Fishing. Well, today we're going to talk about being a leader. Not us, but our fishing line. Because it's better than being a follower, am I right? So let's lead in this particular lesson on how to add a leader to our fishing line. What's a leader, you ask? Well, a leader is simple. A leader is something added to our main line on our fishing reel. So if we use braid, which I love using braid because it has no memory and no stretching, and I can feel a lot better the things that are hitting it, and it's stronger. Adding a leader to it adds invisibility to the fish or to my lure. So let's say a fish sees this all the time, right? And they say, this is good, you know, and the fish sees it, and then they bite it. Well, they see it again another day, and
there's nothing to.
Yeah. They see it another day, but they notice, oh, there's a string attached to it. What is that thing attached to it? Last time I didn't like the feeling, and so I'm not going to bite it again. Now some fish are going to bite it, and some fish aren't. But they see this, and they don't like it. It's a dead giveaway that it's a trap. So what do? Is that you got to give it invisibility. So we add a leader, some like a fluorocarbon to it. And they see it, but they don't see the string. They go, ooh, food. And they end up getting it. So you can increase your hookup of fish on your lures by about double. That's a lot. So let's look at a few ways we can do this by adding a leader to our main line. So let me clear this out a bit. I'm going to add a second camera here, something that I'm having a hard time with, but let's do it. So this right here is one of my favorite kits. And good, we're not getting second audio. And this is the madbite freshwater terminal tackle kit. I love it. It always goes fishing with me, always. So in here, they add snap swivels and barrel swivels. So this right here is a snap swivel, and then this right there is a barrel swivel. Now these are pretty self-explanatory. So what you do is you tie your main line and then your leader line. Main line, leader line. Simple as that, right? It's pretty simple. And you've done it. So you could do something as simple as that. The only thing is that these things will not go through the eyes of our fishing rod. So we really are, when it comes to casting and length of leader, we're really limited to so much. So, 3 feet, 4 feet, something like that. We may even go as long as the pole, 6, 7 feet. But we want more than that. Now, why do we want more than that? It's not that the fish will see it. It's just that we change out lures all the time. I do anyway. And if you get snagged or something like that, you don't want to have to retie on a new leader. So typically, I like to tie on much longer than just 6 feet, maybe 10 or 15 feet of leader. So, how do you do that? Well, first, I'm going to draw a little illustration. So, you're going to have your main line. Here's your main. And typically, this is braid, typically. For me, it's braid. And then there's another line, your leader line. Leader. And this is usually a fluoro hybrid or fluorocarbon. So how do we make these two one line? We tie a knot, and it's called a uni knot. Write that upside down. So what I'm going to do is demonstrate it to you. And what you're going to do, look at the pencil again. I'm going to take my main braid first, and I'm going to make a big loop and come around. Just a loop. It's going to be sitting on top of that fluorocarbon. And then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take the tag end. The tag end is the end of the line. And I'm going to loop it through the big loop 4 times. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to do the same thing again over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to cinch it. Cinch it. It's called cinching. Cinch. And then I'll make 2 little knots too far apart. And then I'm going to bring those, just slide them together. I'm going to slide the 2 knots together. And it'll make 1 knot right here. Then I'm going to cut the tag in. And that's it. These 2 lines will become 1. Pretty simple, huh? Well, you're thinking, that can't work. They'll just slide apart, Mike. But the answer is no. They will not slide apart, as I will demonstrate. So, let's do that. So let's take my braid. I'm going to take my fluoro. I'm going to line them up. Lots of line. Don't worry about line, because you've got lots of line. So, and then I'm going to take my braid, and I'm going to make what? A loop. That's what I'm going to do. I made a loop. And it's sitting on it, and I made a loop. See? Loop. So now I'm going to take my braid. I'm going to run it through the big loop, the big hole, 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm going to tighten it. And voila, I've got a tiny little knot. See that? I got a knot. So now I'm going to do the exact same thing on the fluorocarbon side. Again, I'm just going to make a big loop. Just like that, big loop. And I'm going to run this through 4 times. 1. Yeah. You can't see the fluorocarbon, just like the fish. 2. 3. And 4. And then we're going to pull that, cinch it. It's good that you wet it. Okay. Now I've got 2 knots pretty far apart. See, there's a knot, and there's a knot. Make that knot a little tighter. Okay. Now, what do I have to do? I just slide the 2 knots together, is what you do. Slide the 2 knots together. So take that and slide it all the way down there. And that's it. And there's my knot. 1 knot that cannot be broken. I mean, that is strong. Cut the tag ends off and you're done. That really is as simple as this is. Big loop, 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide. Big loop, 1, 2, 3, 4. Doom. And then, and voila, you've got yourself a leader. Very, very, very easy. Very easy. It's that easy. If you do this, you will get more fish. You just will. So give it a shot. Do a little practicing. After a few times, this becomes so easy to do. I mean, loop 1, 2, 3, 4, pull. Loop 1, 2, 3, 4, pull. I mean, that is as simple as it gets. So try the double uni knot to attach a leader to your main line and see how much more hookups you get with your lures. And you know where you're going to find me, everybody. Where? Out on the water. Say hi to me, and if you have kids, I always have a gift for the kids. So take care, everybody, and please visit my sponsor, Kastking, at kastking.com. A lot of great new stuff lately. And please subscribe and hit like below. I'd appreciate it. Thank you, everybody.